Hello YouTube, MINECRAFTIANS, followers and friends. I am BlueFlamePrince and welcome back to my modded survival series where I show my life in Minecraftia. Now last time I've made some basic supplies and I've made this small safe house. And as you can see, it's pretty much just a hole in the ground. Between videos, I've done a little research on some of the mods and a few extra signs to keep things more organized. Now, since I am normally a builder, today I will be gathering some more wood where I can start making some carpentry blocks and to give the base a little extra detail. Sometime later, I will be also searching for some new plants and other new foods where I can start up a farm and then gather a few of the new trees to make it, to give a little more, I guess, detail. I've also found out that sugar is now useful for a few more things, but I'll get to that in a minute. I've also made a redstone chest that will hold anything that works with redstone, including some machine parts where I can, for later, where I can make a computer, but I know that will be later within the series. Now for what I have found out, the coconuts I have found last time, you can actually break them apart by just throwing them, and you can turn them into drinks and a few other things. The sugar, as I've just talked about, you can now turn it into caramel or caramel, whichever one you really like to call it. I pretty much call it caramel. There it is. And you can use that to make caramel apples and a few other things. So I'm going to go ahead and start going towards the forest that I've found. And there's pretty much one other thing that I really want to try to make, and that is a hang glider. So I'm going to be searching for some leather, and hopefully along the way I can not only fix the hang glider, but I can also get a few more morphs. Hello, pig. Please come back. Thank you, pig. So I'm going to go ahead and cut down some trees and see what all I can find for any new plants and other things. Sheep, please move. Please. Well then. Collect some more sugar cane. And alright, well, I'm going to start cutting down some trees, and I'll see you all in a few minutes. Well, I had to sleep through the night, but it seems I'm now waking up to a burning zombie, and I've also found out that these birch trees now drop cherries, as I've just recently found. So that's one new thing. Just having to look around in case any more zombies are near me. Started to hear a few others. I have about now a stack or so, of wood, and Doesn't that just stand right out in the middle of the forest? And no, not the sheep on the tree either. If I'm not mistaken, that's a silverwood tree. Oh. Well, now if I can get the wood from it, I will be able to start learning. Oh, yeah, I will be able to learn magic now. What are these? I'm going to put the cherry up. A shimmer leaf. Okay. Looked like it was giving off a light source. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut this tree down. And, because I can now, once I get the wood from it, I will be able to make my first Thorncraft wand. And then I can start learning magic. But for me, I think that's about half of what I do. Since most of the time when it comes about magic or other things, I end up being a spellblade. You may not see this as much, but I have a sword on my back. So that's my enchanted sword. Although I think it's more cursed since I'm not really able to use it. This is now reminding me of an anime that I've just recently got. The main character had to go cut down a great wood tree to fix his wand, since he used the wand as a club instead of using it for magic. It's an older anime, but kind of has the whole role play theme to it. Well, there went my first axe. If I'm not mistaken as well, this tree has a rare chance of dropping any of the saplings. Also, the first tree that I know has roots. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. Or at least finish it. Wait for any saplings. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to the next area and search around a little bit more. Oh, that gave me a decent amount of wood. So I should be good for that for now. So yeah, I'm gonna wait here for a few minutes and just try to see what else is around here. So that's one thing off the list to do. Well, I was cutting down a few extra trees while waiting for this silverwood tree to decay, and it seems I've found only one sapling. So I'm going to replant the sapling here. And I was also thinking, within my old community map, I ended up giving places a few names instead of just calling it a forest or a valley, mesa, whatever. So right now this is going to be the Mistic Forest until I can think of a better name for it. Technically, at the reason I chose Mistic Forest, it was where I found my first silverwood tree. So, and while I was cutting down some other trees, I happened to find this. It's more of can't really see it, but once I can fix that lens in Thorncraft, I believe it's one of those element things. So I'll leave that alone for now. And while coming up with names for the different areas, I was thinking of calling the plains that I'm currently, where my base is currently at, I will be calling that the Great Plains, since it's the Great Wood Tree. And the Mesa, you may not have seen it, but while doing the last video, the game has crashed twice, and I'm deciding to call that the Cursed Mesa. Well, I found one cave to explore later. That would be going under the Mistic forest. And I guess the more places I explore, I may give different names to them. Unless you can think of some names, and I may just choose the names, just post them in the comments below, and I may just choose something. Okay. Seems like I found some coal. This is starting off to work nice. So while I'm here, I'm going to collect some coal. No, it's getting close to night, so I may end up, well, I'm going to go ahead and collect this coal, and then I'll sleep through the night. And I'll start back again later. So far this is just seeming to be more like a coal mine. There's a lot of coal here. Really? Yeah, I may stop here and continue on later. Collect this coal, sleep through the night. And continue on in the morning.